I'm probably going to jail for this. I don't care. I've stayed quiet long enough. A few years ago, I agreed to be a sperm donor. She said she just wanted the baby and not a relationship. I was young and naive, and I trusted someone that I shouldn't have. When she told me she was pregnant, I congratulated her and moved to California. I thought that was the end of it. But then she started messaging my mom. She said she had no one, and she pressured us all to be at the birth. So we did. We were all at the birth. I signed the birth certificate, and I decided to be in the baby's life as a dad. I let her and the baby live in my Airbnb for free. I had to pay child support, and she took over $52,000 from me. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was being a dad. She started asking me to be a family, and when I refused, she called me a deadbeat online, and I stayed silent throughout it all. 2.5 years later, I decided to take 2 DNA tests. Both of them said the same thing. I was not the father. When I shared the results, she said that I was lying and that we tampered with the test.
Before you all start believing his shit, some company with her DNA, that could have been anyone's DNA.
She filed a restraining order. A judge silenced me and made me remove all my posts based on Maria's claim that I was actually the father. Here is the court-ordered DNA test that I had to request. And it confirmed again, I am not the father. And while I was silent, she kept going. She was changing dates on photos, spinning stories, manipulating people online. Some people believed her. But while she was doing that, I was uncovering the truth. Connections, manipulations, lies, and the truth about who the real father is. This is just the beginning of Maria's web of lies.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Ty X Worldwide. Now, guys, this is why you always got to get a DNA test. I don't care about what she tell you. I don't care about how long y'all knew each other. I don't care about any of that. Get a DNA test. Because just like homie in that video, he got finessed out of $50,000. And to make it worse, the system is not even on his side. The system is like, you can't talk. You got to be silent. But she get to run her mouth. She get to run her mouth the whole time. She get to say whatever she wants. Manipulate. Say anything she want to say. And he got to stay quiet. That's why he's like, look, I might go to jail for this. But I can't sit here and allow her to keep saying these things. I can't sit here and allow her to manipulate everyone with her lies. I can't do it. And that right there is crazy. And me personally, I would have never been a sperm donor. I always thought that was a bad idea because I'm like, yo, she could always finesse it or try to put you on child support. Even if you have a verbal agreement, it's always going to be something. That's why I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And like he said, this was somebody I trusted. This was somebody I trusted. And look how she's doing me. I let her and the kids stay in my Airbnb. And come to find out, this is not even my kid. Yo, woo, the game is foul, man. Hey, this is why, I don't be trusting nobody, man. I don't trust, no. Because, like he said, look, I thought I was doing the right thing. And what have I always told you? When you go out here doing the right thing according to society, you get done dirty. When you go out here trying to do the right thing, trying to be this good guy, thinking you doing the right thing, you get done dirty. This is a prime example. Man got done dirty. The system is doing this man dirty. Just like, you got to shut up. We're going to silence you. Don't say nothing. And this is why over here on this channel, I tell you guys about how to not even get in those type of situations. How not even put yourself in a situation for that to even happen. This is why everything over here is about pre. See, if you can get everything done in the beginning, everything gonna be smooth. This is why I tell you certain situations not to get into. Never overlook the red flags. Never just trust somebody off rip. Never just believe anything somebody say. Because you can get got. You can get got. Guys, I've seen stuff like this happen all the time. There's a lot of guys out there right now raising kids that ain't theirs. raising kids that they think is theirs, but it's not. And honestly, I think a lot of guys be knowing that the kids are not theirs. They just don't want to know. They know that this kid is not mine. Something is off, but they don't want to go get that DNA test because they don't want to. They don't want it. They don't want to mess up their reality. Because they say the truth hurts. And that type of truth can't hurt. So they're like, you know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'd rather just ignore it, act like it don't exist, and just keep raising the kid. And I just let it be. However, some guys are like, nah, something is off. I'm going to go get a DNA test. And when they get that DNA test, it shows that that's not their kid. And that right there can really hurt you as a man because you got to look at it like, dang, I've been doing so much for this child, all the time, the effort, the money, and you can't get none of that back. This is why a lot of dudes be crashing out when that happens. Because it's like, you cannot get that back. All the love and care you put into that child, and to come to find out it's not yours. And now you're in a position to where, dang, do I keep raising this kid? Or do I just walk away? And that right there got to be a tough decision. Because I don't have no kids, and I've never been in that situation, so I don't know. However, I can imagine what that situation is. And this is why I tell you guys, always put yourself first. Always put yourself first, because the system will do you dirty. The system will do you dirty, and they don't care. A lot of times they know the woman is lying. They know a lot of these chicks be full of crap. However, they still gonna believe her over you. And that's just the way the game goes. This is why you gotta be very careful out here. Always keep your head on a swivel. Never trust anyone. I don't want to hear that, oh, well, that's not all. Hey, look, man. That not all will get you done dirty out here. You talking to a guy who grew up in the South Bronx of New York. Been in the military, traveled all around the world. Been to Saudi Arabia, Korea, Kuwait, Canada. I've been all around this world. You will get done dirty. You can't trust nobody. I dealt with stuff like this in the military, out the military, prior to the military, after the military. Been around them all. It's a foul game out here. You got to always protect yourself. Never just take anything on face value. And I'm willing to bet you, homie in that video, when he first met that chick, he thought she would never do something like this. He never thought he would be in the courtroom with this chick. He never thought she would scam him out of $50,000. He never thought that. He never thought that. And that's how it usually is. You never think they're going to do that to you. You never think she'll betray you like that. You will never think that she'll just do you dirty. This is why, once again, I don't put nothing past no chick. I don't put nothing past them at all. I don't care. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Now, that doesn't mean I don't deal with them or treat them a certain way. Nah, I treat them all with respect. However, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I always have my guard up. And this is why I don't get done dirty, because I always have my antennas up with them. I would never put 100% of my trust into a woman. Because once you do that, you get done dirty. Listen here, I don't care if I knew a chick for 10 plus years and we decide to have a kid together. I'm still going to get that DNA test. Matter of fact, I think that should be mandatory. I think all DNA tests should be mandatory. There's chicks that will be like, oh, well, you should trust me. No. What you mean? I'm not out here. Hey, shut up. I don't want to hear that. Hey, DNA test. And they'll try to guilt trip you. They'll try to make you sound like, oh, you know, you're wrong for that. You should trust me. Guys, don't operate like that. Never believe what comes out their mouth. That's rule number one over here. Never believe what comes out of a woman's mouth. Actions. I need to see that paperwork. I need to confirm this is my kid. That's how you do it. We ain't going off this. Nope. I need to see, is this my kid? And if she had a problem with that, that should tell you everything you know. That tells you everything you need to know. If she got a problem with you getting a DNA test, that should tell you everything you need to know. I'll probably just pack up and walk away right there. If she's making a big deal out of you getting a DNA test, I'll just leave right there. And I honestly think they should pass that law. Matter of fact, I seen one story where a dude found out the kid wasn't his, and they still made him pay child support. They still made him pay child support. I was like, yo, that's crazy. They say, you still responsible. I'm like, yo. So shorty lied. Cheated on him. Got pregnant by another dude, and he still had to pay the child support. He still had to suffer. And he was angry. He was pissed. And I'm like, yo, this is that right there. Yo, the game is foul for men. This is why, yo, I don't care who I offend when I say this. I don't care how it comes off, but I really don't care about what women go through. I really don't. I don't care about their issues. I really don't care, because what they go through is nothing compared to what we go through. And I always use Nora Vincent to prove what I'm saying, because she was a feminist who was talking all that talk about what men go through. We complain too much, blasey, blasey, blasey. And then she finally became a man. Cut her hair down, was acting like a man, and she finally got the treatment that men was getting, because people thought she was a man. They didn't know. She was acting like a man, talking like a man, so people started treating her like a man. And she couldn't even last for a whole year. She said, oh no. Oh no. This is crazy. The way men get treated is sad. And she changed her whole mindset. She that whole feminist stuff went out the window. She said, we really got to focus on men's mental health. This is why I don't care about when they talk about, oh, you know, us women. I really don't care. Because men get done dirty. And the sad part is nobody cares. And see, I'm not telling you that so you can do a pity party me or feel sorry for me. It's not that kind of video. This is just so you can know what it is and move accordingly. You see, I don't care, because I understand that nobody cares about me. I understand that nobody cares anything about me. This is all me. Everything has to be done by me. If I want something, I have to go do it. Nobody gonna have my back. Nobody gonna stand up for me. And this is why when I accept that, my life become better. I'm not depressed. I'm not miserable. I'm not lonely, because I accept it for what it is. See, the only people who's stressed out about this is the guys who can't accept it. I accept women for who they are. I accept things for the way it is, and I move accordingly. This is why I don't get caught in no web. I don't get caught in no trap, because, hey, I understand the game. And that's the best way to move out here in these streets. Understand the game. Matter of fact, something that my sergeant used to always tell me in the military, and you can apply this to your life right now. Make up your own rules in your head that can protect you from the rules in this world, and you will never get in trouble. And this is why I kind of understand why the military do what they do. I understand why they have these rules, and it's like, yo, why they doing this? It's to protect us from the rules of society. Because if you follow these military laws and these rules that the commander gives us, you're not going to break the civilian rules. If you follow these rules in the military, you will never get in trouble. And that's how you need to live your life. Come up with some rule in your head that could prevent you from breaking a rule in society. Matter of fact, I'll give you one, right? So when I'm in a gym and I'm passing by a chick and it's a tight space, what I do, put my hands up like this, turn my body to the side, and I go by. That way she can't say I try to cop a feel, or she can't say, oh, he tried to touch me inappropriately, or his hands rub me. I just always hands up and scoop like that. That's just my rule I do. That protects me, because I don't want her saying, oh, he tried to touch me. No. Because I always make sure I'm protecting myself. Because you never know. You never know. Bottom line, guys, make sure you always protect yourself, because the game is foul. And with that being said, focus on yourself, continue to elevate, and only deal with the women that want to deal with you. Point blank period, all right? It's your boy Ty X Worldwide, man. Hope I got to mention this video. Just like all my videos, there's a message in there. Y'all already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Get with y'all another time.